Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Buffy, where I'll be talking about and reviewing all the episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in order. Today I'm looking at Season 5, Episode 14, Crush. We begin the episode with the shiny new bronze reopening after the troll attack, and Anya dancing, when Spike approaches a lonely Buffy who essentially tells him to get lost, but he persists until Xander shoos him away.
Xander, I think you may have hurt his feelings.
And you should never hurt the feelings of a brutal killer. You know, that's actually some pretty good advice.
Willow is still suffering from headaches after she blipped Glory away, and Buffy goes to see Ben to thank him for taking care of Dawn, which Spike notices. A train pulls into the station, which seems empty, and holy shit, that's a lot of bodies, so better run away, but this poor guy's not fast enough, and into the credits we go. Buffy and her hideous coat come home, and Giles says Dawn has been doing well, all things considered, while Harmony comes onto Spike, who's not in the mood, until she suggests roleplay, and he makes her dress like Buffy. It's really embarrassing. The next day, Buffy yoinks some guy's newspaper and reads about 6 people dead on the train. I counted 8, including the conductor, so I'm sticking with that. And that spells vampires. And Dawn goes to hang out with Spike, much to his annoyance, but she says she appreciates him treating her like a grown-up. Buffy goes home to a worried Joyce because Dawn hasn't come home because she's too busy listening to Spike's stories. But Buffy bursts in on them, angry that they're spending time together, and she lectures Dawn on the way home, disgusted that she seems to have a crush on Spike. Dawn tells her she doesn't have a chance because he's in love with Buffy, which she finds surprising. And then it's the next day, and her and Xander contaminate a crime scene by clonking all over it. She tells Xander what Dawn said.
I'm not joking.
Oh, I hope not. It's funnier if it's true.
That's a weird foreshadowy place to sit down, and Xander says not to worry about it because it'll never happen. Sudden doll. Buffy goes home to find Joyce laughing with Dawn and Spike, which of course annoys Buffy, and he offers to show her a lead on the train massacre, but it's a bust as they're just squatter vampires. And when he opens the door for her, she flips out, grossed out, even though he says he's changed, and they get into an argument. Spike goes home dejected, only to find Drucilla lurking about, and she fills him in on something going on in Angel, before saying she wants to be a family again, and points out the chip in his head. Because she apparently doesn't believe in science, she says he can be fixed, and gets him all riled up. But then Harmony breaks up the party and starts getting in Drucilla's face, so Spike chucks her out.
Why? Because she's back?
No. Because I am.
I'm sorry, can we get that no again?
No. No. No.
Joyce and Willow are worried that Spike could become dangerous, but he's busy dancing with Drucilla, who eyes up a couple making out, and breaks the poor girl's neck, gifting her to Spike, before killing and feeding off the dude. Spike seems to hesitate, but all his talk of being good now goes right out of the window. Buffy goes to talk to him, but of course he's not home, so she pokes around, finding his creepy little shrine, before running into the man himself, and of course Drucilla, who shocks her. But Spike turns around and shocks her back, so the two girls end up tied up. Spike declares his love to Buffy while Drucilla laughs at him because she apparently knew before he did, and he offers to stake her to prove his feelings, but Buffy doesn't give a shit. He says if she doesn't say there's a tiny hope, he'll set Drucilla on her, but she's savage and tells him not a chance.
What the bleeding hell is wrong with you bloody women?
He blames Drucilla for all his problems and threatens to kill both of them, but then Harmony shoots him and starts yelling at him, so he fights her as Drucilla frees herself and attacks Buffy, who fights back. Spike frees her, so Drucilla declares him a lost cause and leaves, as does Harmony, and then Buffy punches him, but he still goes after her.
What part of punching you in the face did you not understand?
Buffy tells him to stay away from her and her family, but he keeps persisting, but turns out he's no longer welcome in the house. I hate this episode. and the direction they take Spike's character in. I'm so annoyed. I know they didn't want to romanticize Buffy and Spike's relationship, but Buffy comes across like a bitch, and Spike comes across unhinged and creepy and weak, and seriously the whole thing is cringy and awkward. They continue to neuter Spike's character, and while the chip was a good thing, it developed his character in a positive way, having him in love with Buffy to the point of obsession ruins that character development entirely. He just becomes an emotional and physical punching bag for this season and beyond. Spike has been the comic relief since his first appearance, but now there's no comic relief, which makes season 5 even harder to watch. I don't care for Buffy much anyway. I rarely connect with the main character in things, but she continues to come across as rude, entitled, and disrespectful, so having her like that while Spike is just obsessively persistent makes the whole episode awkward and annoying. I also don't like that they had a sliver of a good idea, the notion that a vampire could be good even without a soul because they choose to be that way, and then immediately undercut that idea by having Spike go off and feed with Drucilla. And I know he shocks her and threatens to stake her, but he also threatens to kill Buffy if she doesn't say what he wants. Man, I hate this episode. Okay, gotta say something positive. Dawn was the voice of reason, which I didn't expect and appreciated. Yeah, that's all I got. I may have hated this episode, but we have a decent body count with 10 humans. This guy, and you can just about make out this guy. This lady, this guy back here, and this guy in the foreground. This lady in the nice suit, and this slumped over body, and also the station guy, all killed by Drucilla. Then this girl gets her neck broken mid-makeout sesh, with this guy swiftly following, again killed by Drucilla, which brings our running total to 24 humans, 1 transformation, 27 vampires, and 10 demons. So there you have it. That was Crush. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be sired by my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and don't let the vampires bite.